Stub Mister. I have 4 packages to open today, 3 bubble mailers, and then 1 envelope. And this should be a good one. I think there's going to be a lot of good stuff in here, and we can add to all of the master sets that we're trying to complete. So let's get into this first bubble mailer. So it came in a team bag with 2 things of cardboard blocking the way. So you know what, we'll do it in reverse. So we have some black and white base set to start. That is pretty awesome. Definitely an older card, has some stuff on it, but Reuniclus Hollow from black and white base. Always excited to add more to that set. And then we have even more black and white base set in Zoroark, which I think this is the reverse hollow, which is nice. Another rare as well. From 2011, 13 years ago. Wow. We have, oh, these shiny Kirlia from Paldean Fates. And this is one that I need for my Kirlia Master Set. This isn't the one that I'm going to be putting in the Paldean Fates Master Set. I'm going to have to buy another one for that or pull one, but I don't think I have any other Paldean Fates to open. So that is for my Kirlia Master Set. Oh my. We have the Golden Charizard EX. Dang, maybe I should have opened up this package last. I didn't realize this one was this good. But Obsidian Flames, I'm pretty sure this one isn't that expensive. It's kind of ugly. I like the gold color, but it's a little on the ugly side. But it's one that I need for my master set, so it will be included. We have the Gloom. Is this 151? Oh no, this is Obsidian Flames as well. Wow, look at that Gloom. I love the colors here. You got the Weedles in the corner, and that might be all the Pokemon that are here, unless they're blending in very well. But that is a gorgeous Gloom card. I'm glad some of these random Pokemon are getting like their own like illustration rares and stuff. It's very nice. We have the Mela from Paradox Rift. Okay. You can only use this card if your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Attach a basic fire energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon if you draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Kind of niche. I'm not aware of too many like really strong fire decks at the moment, but if you had a fire deck, I'm imagining that'd be a really good supporter to have in there. We have the Slitherwing. Whoa, this is an interesting illustration rare. I've never seen this one, even like photos. It's an ancient Pokemon, and I'm kind of vibing with it. This looks like a piece of artwork that you put up on the wall, you know? That's another Paradox Rift, and we have, oh, this is just a plain white sleeve. Not plain white tees, plain white sleeve. The Tapu Koko Ultra Rare, or Full Art, whatever you want to call it, EX. Not bad, not bad. Just another one that I needed from Paradox Rift. All right, let's get into the next package. Okay, a nice little letter that opens up, and then we have something else here with some nice tape. So y'all might think I'm crazy for this. I got high five and thank you. That's very nice. So there's a fire energy. Yep, I ordered a fire energy, and this is another energy, and a metal energy. But I got these 2 sleeves. So they are Pokemon Center sleeves, and I wasn't able to find them on like the Pokemon Center that I have access to. I guess I could look on the Japanese Pokemon Center. But these are both sleeves from the Japanese collections. I know these are very, you know, not masculine sleeves, but they do have Kirlia on them. So I like to have all the Kirlia sleeves. I do have one, I guess, 65 pack of Kirlia sleeves that I have access to. I mean, it's the whole evolutionary line. But as you can see here, you got Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir. Very, very cute, but this is mainly for my Kirlia Master Set. I saw sleeves that I hadn't. Love the stained glass look. You got Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, and it looks to be a Mega Gardevoir in the background, which is pretty cool. So I'll add these both to my Master Set binder as well. And I mean, they're pretty nice to look at, pretty shiny and everything. So, no, it's kind of a weird thing to order. I think I paid like $1 each or something for them off eBay. I'll, of course, flash like I always do down below what I paid. I know it's kind of ridiculous to pay $1 for sleeves, but if you want to buy like a full pack of those, they're charging way too much for those. So if and when I eventually go to Japan, I'll get some nice sleeves from there. So I'm not sure what bag they reused, but we have a bunch of cards in between 2 top loaders. So I guess I'm going to try to get these out in the safest way possible. All right, hopefully now I can just slide them all out. Did they just put them all in one sleeve? Dang, that must be a chunky sleeve. So I'm going to do it this way so I don't spoil the next card as I take the one from the top. We have the Absol EX. I actually did order this previously, and they ran out of it. So I had to order it again. Of course, I got refunded, but dang, we're going to be adding a lot to Obsidian Flames today. We have the Iron Valiant EX Paradox Rift. Normally, I don't like the full arts or the ultra rares, but I like the colors on this one. This is really cool. Tachyon Bits is useful for switching in and out of the active, placing damage counters. Spreading damage, we have the Kofagrigus. This is also Paradox Rift, just a regular EX that I did not have. All right, let's look at this one. We have the Victini EX, Obsidian Flames. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't have this one. Brings me back to when I played Battle Deck versus an LGS, and we did Victini versus Gardevoir EX. We have the Pidgeot EX. I see this all the time on live when I watch the videos. It's interesting artwork. I like how all the evolutionary line kind of all plays into each other. But Quick Search, an amazing ability. We've seen a lot in Charizard, and you can throw it into a lot of decks. It's a decent engine being able to grab whatever card you need every single turn. Pretty OP. And then we have the other Pidgeot EX. I don't know which one I like better, honestly. This is a pretty good looking full art. The color contrast between Pidgeot and the colors is actually really nice. And then we have, the other Charizard EX. I don't know, I might slightly like this one better than the gold one, but of course I like the other ones opposed to these ones, because these ones, there's just a lot going on. The crystallized, like pink wings, just kind of throws me off. But, you know, it is a card that I needed for my master set, so be filling those in. We have the Sandy Shocks EX, Paradox Rift, Special Illustration Rare. Not one of the craziest Special Illustration Rares, but still a nice artwork, just Sandy Shocks kind of roaming the desert, which is pretty cool. And looks to be in fantastic condition. We have Skeletor EX. Nice. Paradox Rift. That terrestrialized into the steel typing, which is pretty cool. We have, Skeletor EX again. Would you look at that? But there are two types. There's the metal, and then there's the fire. So be wary of that. Skeletor's standing on its hind legs. You know, it's about to go down. We have the Absol EX. Another EX that I was missing. I feel like that's a pretty cool artwork for Absol. Very savage and menacing look. And that is Obsidian Flames. And the final card, we have the Annihilate EX, which this is from Paldea Evolved, is it? PAL? I think that's Paldea Evolved, wow. But groovy colors on this one. Very spiritual, and, you know, Annihilate, backstory behind Annihilate is pretty wild. So, one more package. Let's get into this one. All right, so it is a slab, but they sent a whole bunch of extra stuff to me as well. So I guess I'm gonna go through all this because they're giving it out. Oh, I guess I don't want somebody to be able to just scan all of those. So here is a bunch of codes that I will not use. I'm not sure why they gave all these codes. It's pretty crazy. I don't think I paid too much for this slab, but I'll go through these really quick before I go through the slab. Sorry that these are all gonna be upside down, but oh, never mind. Okay, I guess somebody will be able to get to scan those. And oh my goodness, how many freaking codes did they give? Jeez. I wonder if those, you gotta let me know if those even have anything on them. I'm sorry if I wasted your time. Those are all expended already. Looks like we got some Brilliant Stars of bulk. Not sure where they gave us. Hey, a Lipard. There's a rare. That's cool. And then we have more Brilliant Stars bulk and one more code. So I guess they were using that like kind of as padding. I have no idea, but they gave a bunch of codes and extra credit that I don't actually need. But let's see if you can guess what type of slab this is. You know, I'm always getting these crazy slabs. It is a reverse holo Kirlia from Paldean Fates in PSA 10. Wow, forgot I got this one. Pretty random. I don't think I paid that much for it because, you know, it's a reverse holo in PSA 10. I imagine not a lot of people are grading this. I'll put the population report and what I paid and everything down below, but still one that I needed for my collection. Prioritizing any Kirlias that have like holo. If I can find another PSA 10 of like a non-holo card that I don't have that's fairly cheap, I mean, I'll buy it because if I don't have it in my collection, I don't have it. I guess you could say that my goal is eventually to get every single Kirlia card in PSA 10, but that's probably never going to happen. So if I find any holo stuff, or especially like the higher end Kirlias, I'll get those. But all right, now I'm going to put all these in my apps, organize, sleeve, and we'll get right into binder time. Okay, we have finally made it to binder time, and we're starting out with one of my favorite binders. I think the only binder I like better than this are the promo binders. This is the Kirlia Master Set, and I am adding some Kirlia cards, so super exciting. But please let me know how you've been. It's been a while since I've had an opportunity to go through some talking points with you all. So after this video, I think I should have... Actually, I posted a fitness video this morning, and it's just something that I've been wanting to do. And wait... Oh, that's Japanese. I was like, why aren't these two next to each other? But then I realized. It's funny. I just got the PSA 10 of this today, but I haven't actually pulled it, and I already have the PSA 10 of this as well. So I need this reverse holo, and then that's a World Championship deck, and oh wow, we have officially caught up. So now, I don't know if I want to put where can I even put these sleeves? Oh no. And I feel like I need to get one of the other sleeve, because I have a full set of sleeves for the other set, but ooh, maybe I should have used those energy cards for this, just so they have like some type of solid structure. Hold on. Actually, that bulk that they gave, I'm just going to use these, so Duskull will forever live in the Kirlia binder with these. So nice and form fitting in there, looks much better, and it actually looks quite nice. So now we have this other one as well. So there we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade, because any more Kirlia cards come out, I've already caught up. So I'm gonna have to add that to the list of things to buy, upgrading my Kirlia binder. So now we can move on to black and white. Only a couple cards, but still. So we'll start out with anime talk, since I haven't done some anime talk in a while. So the first one I'll talk about is One Piece. I haven't been watching as much anime. There's just been a lot of things going on. Actually, some pretty difficult personal things that are going on. I'm not going to go into too much detail until stuff like, I guess, until progress is made or things have actually happened, because, you know, there's no point in just speculating and making people get worried for no reason. So I'm going to wait till the dust settles on that before I talk more into it. But just know that I have been going through some kind of tough personal things lately, and, you know, it has nothing to do with any of y'all, of course. So once I get through that, I'll let you know, and that's probably another reason why my upload frequency hasn't been the greatest. I know it's, you know, easy to give excuses and everything, but that's just where I'm at right now. So yeah, we're done with black and white. Now we can go into Paldea Vault. So of course, anime talk, we have One Piece. So I think there's been like 3 episodes since the last time I've talked about One Piece. So Sabo has returned, which is awesome. We're able to see a little bit of build up. You get to see Buggy's side of things and how their, you know, cross guild is working. Get to see a little bit more of Blackbeard. And we actually got like a whole episode just talking about the Revolutionary Army, which is kind of cool, because I feel like they're always a group that's kind of been undercover. And we finally got a taste of what was happening at the at Mary Jo during the Reverie. So it cut off right as one of the kings was about to meet the 5 elders. Which the 5 elders, I guess, in this world, are they like the strongest or just the most powerful? They have the most authority? I'm not sure. So I'm really excited to see how that goes down in the next episode. Normally, I wouldn't care about any of the characters that they're talking about, but it's like kind of interesting plot stuff, so I'm excited to see where it goes for there. Let me know if you're caught up on One Piece. Tower of God. Still don't really understand what's going on in this show. I like am hooked, but I can't explain it. Like if somebody asked me to explain the plot progression, it would actually be kind of difficult. Like these people, they're climbing a tower, they're friends, they don't want their friends to die, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We got to see some more fighting. He got to fight one of the really strong, I guess he's technically not a ranker, but they were able to fight together. Then there was some more fighting, and just kind of building up all the characters and everything. It's so weird because the animation, like the characters looks much better than season 1, but then the fights themselves, like it all culminates in one moment and then just kind of dissipates out of nowhere, and then it's not really that good, and you're like, wait, I was expecting like an actual fight. So that can be a little bit discouraging, but overall the plot is decent. They introduced a new character software messaging system called Emily that like knows everything that's going on in the tower, so that's also interesting to figure out who that's actually going to be. And we got to see some background on Kang, the guy that has the wing, the devil's, you know, right hand or left hand or whatever, see where his power comes from. Then of course he questions the main character, like, yo, where did you get your power? Are we the same? Like, what's going on here? So that's also super interesting. Now we get to go to Obsidian Flames. And then finally, My Hero Academia. It's slowly but surely getting through. We got to see Dabi kind of return. I personally thought that fight was over, but I guess not. And Dabi returns and just goes into like maximum overdrive or something. I have no idea. He kind of mastered the same thing that Todoroki was using. So yeah, not sure where that's going to end up going, but it looks pretty intense. And then Deku finally arrived on the scene, and we got to see Deku versus Shigaraki, which seeing Deku use every single one of the quirks like back to back to back, oh man, it was so cool. Like, I missed that. It's been a while since I've had a fight that got me that pumped up, but it was really cool. My Hero Academia, the last season's ongoing, so if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend, you know, at least finishing up the story, because it's kind of cool to see all the culmination. I know some people didn't like Depressed Deku, or he's too much of a whiner, or whatever, but I do really think the villains in the show are really cool. We got to see more of the background on all they're like the characters that aren't humans. They have like mixture, like they look like, you know, animals, or they have like a horn or a tail or something like that. I forget what they're called. They're like something morphs in the show. And so you see them revolting and or rebelling, and they're led by Spinner, and then you have the heroes that look, you know, similar to them as well, kind of like talk to them, and you have this whole thing. I was actually getting teary-eyed. I don't know why. For some reason, My Hero Academia, maybe it's because it is such a long show and I've been watching it for a while, that it all just kind of builds on itself. But I was getting teary-eyed. Like, what the heck? When the Octo Man, or whatever, is the guy that has all the arms, and he finally removes his mask and you see his scars, like, I was getting teary-eyed. I don't know why. I feel like I've seen other sadder things lately, but it was getting me emotional, so it was nice to see that go down. And now the way that the anime is kind of left off is the tides are kind of churning for the villains. Like, everything is leaning towards the villains right now, which is kind of scary. They kind of hopped around all the different battlefields since they're all spread apart. And then they released the one dude that can warp everywhere, and now they're warping all the clones and everything, because the one girl that like can take people's blood and use their powers, she saved a little bit, and it's getting a little wild. It's getting a little wild. I'm excited to see, because everyone already looks exhausted. I mean, the main force, they're like all like freaking dead and all this. Well, not dead, but they're all like on their last limbs. So I'm curious to see what power up or magic. I haven't read, and I don't want to like spoil anything, but my theory is it has something to do with All Might coming back. That's my theory. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but ever since they introduced the girl that can reverse time, I've always thought about that, but maybe that's only in the movies when him and Deku can work together. I'm not sure. And now we get to go to the final binder. So I am filming this on Labor Day, so this has been a long weekend. It's actually been a long run since we've had a long weekend. I guess 4th of July was the last time, so maybe not that long, but I only had a Thursday off, and I think I still had to go in on Friday. But on Friday, we did go out. It was supposed to be a chill night, just kind of kick back in and hanging out at a friend's house. And then a friend that never comes out, and she's like really quiet, doesn't like to go out very often, she came out and she was ready. So of course we had to rise to the occasion, and we went out, had a wonderful time. We rode in one of those Waymos, so it's like the self-driving cars. They kind of look like the cars that have the cameras. I'll show photos or whatever. They look like the cars that have cameras that like drive around and maybe get photos for Google Earth or whatever, like when you go onto Google and you can like go to the street and look around, that type of thing. Looks like that vehicle, but we rode in it twice. It was like the same price as an Uber. You just have to be on a wait list for months to get the Waymo. And my buddy, he got it, and we were in it, and I'll even show like a little short video of it self-driving. And I was concerned, because I'm like, what about like people and bicyclists and, you know, people trying to parallel park and everything? And it was able to like recognize those things and and adjust and everything. It was kind of freaky, I'm not gonna lie. And it would go pretty fast over speed bumps, which kind of made it thrilling. But overall, great time. It was great to hang out with some friends. We started at their place, went to a nice dinner place called, I think it was called Lil Fatty or something. It was like a lot of Korean-based foods. I had a Korean burrito, and it was quite delicious. It was like on the sweeter side. And then we went to the club that we usually go to. The DJ was kind of whack, unfortunately. It seems like every single time we bring that one friend there that she barely ever comes out, the DJ's always whack. So we gave them a chance, and you could just tell we were like, we're just not feeling this music. So we went to another club that's kind of all reliable, and we had a great time. The playlist was on point. And the thing is, they have multiple floors there. So if you're not feeling one floor, you can just go to another one. They have like 3 floors total. So you have options. It gets very packed. And it's more of a younger crowd, like I would say late college, right out of college crowd, versus us, we're, you know, late 20s, early 30s. So I guess we're just the old farts that are dancing at the club, you know, we got nothing better to do. I have no idea. But that is actually, and then of course the obligatory dog photo. I love showing off dog photos. If you hate the dog photos, just let me know and I'll stop showing them. But they make me happy, so I like to include at least a little clip of the dog, because he is doing just fine. Loves going on walks, and yeah, great addition to the family. And we have one more Sandy Shocks to end the video. 250, woo! We all the way up here next to the Iron Valiant. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you have going on. I'm, you know, doing all right. Once things pass, I'll let you all know, but that's all I have for this video. And thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.